muchacha nos abrió y vamos a ver.
Aquí ir al final a la derecha.
¿Cómo es?
Al final a la derecha.
Hay que ir al final a la derecha. Me imagino que para pagar la entrada. Yo veo una gente que van para allá. Y por allá. Qué lindo está, nada más que los árboles. Hay un silencio. Está bello esto. Por lo que estuve viendo, aquí uno puede interactuar con los animales más cerca. Vamos a ver. Ahí está la oficina. Vamos a ver. Ahorita nos vemos. Llegamos aquí a la recepción y miren la muchacha que nos va a explicar los tours que hay.
Aquí tenemos el más básico, es de 1 hora, vale 50 por adulto, 25 por niño. Caminas por la fundación los primeros 30 minutos y después al final te sientan en nuestro tiki y te traen 5 a 6 diferentes animales para tú interactuar con ellos. Tenemos nuestra presentación de 2 horas, esta sería 1 hora de tour y 1 hora de interacciones al final y te sacan como 10 o 12 animales diferentes. Aquí tenemos nuestro Primate Experience, que sería con nuestros limores y te lo sacan y caminan por sobre ti y también incluye el tour de 1 hora. Tenemos nuestra experiencia felina con los gatos. También creo que sacan al cerval aquí también y puedes jugar con ellos. Este es el especial Wildlife Experience de 3 horas. Esto incluye todos nuestros encounters, pero no incluye el alimento de los leones y jugando con los leones no incluye tampoco. También tenemos muchos más encuentros aquí. Si quieren pueden mirar y me dejan saber lo que quieren, o si ya saben también. Aquí tenemos todos nuestros encuentros. Si tienen en mente un animal en específico que quieren interactuar con ellos, pueden pagar el precio separado con eso.
Ok. Miren, aquí son las oficinas. Y ya les explicamos ahí a una muchacha todos los tours que hay. Nosotros cogimos el segundo. Y entonces estamos esperando ahora que viene la guía. Porque los tours son guiados en inglés y en español. Es la ventaja que tiene. El lugar está precioso. La atención hasta ahora ha sido de primera. Y la muchacha me estaba diciendo que esto es una fundación que el dueño recoge los animales, los rescata, los leones, los pájaros, tigres y monos, todos los animales que tienen aquí son rescatados. Miren qué lindo está esto. O sea que aquí no hay maltrato ninguno. Y por curiosidad, los dueños es el matrimonio ese que sale por Instagram en el video con el chimpancé que viene corriendo y abraza a una pareja mayor porque llevaban como 8 meses sin verlo. Bueno, es esa pareja. Aquí está como su nombre. O sea que hasta ahora estamos esperando la guía. Todo parece que está muy bien y que los animales que están en este zoológico, por eso es una fundación, son rescatados. Miren qué bonito está esto. Miren, yo creo que ya viene ahí arreando a mi esposa. Vamos a esperar que venga la guía y después seguimos.
Let you know that yes, I'm so guide. This is the tour guide. Hi guys. Yeah, Tinaya.
Thinking. He's judging us really hard. Yeah. Like he's free. He's like, how did I get out there? Look at his little playground.
So this right here is Kasem. Kasem is our white-handed gibbon from the areas of Asia and now this one is only around 5 years old. Gibbons can live to be about 30 to 40 years old. Now, if you look at his arms, he is what we call a swinger, so his arms are longer than his entire body. He can swing like Tarzan in a pendulum motion back and forth, reaching about 10 feet distances at a time, and about 35 miles per hour when he feels threatened. Now, gibbons are really super fast. Now, gibbons are really cute, but they also can be very mischievous, as out in the wild, one of their favorite games to play is pulling tiger tails.
Oh my goodness. I like you. How funny.
He is. He's only 5, so he's got that toddler.
And why does he have a tiny thumb?
He's just sucking his thumb. He's just young. Yeah. He likes the little ones because he sees himself around this age. So that's why that's why he's staring at her.
He's staring at Catherine.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, she's got all these things in her hair. He loves scrunchies, so he sees them all colorful and all her clips, and he's like, oh, you could bring her in, I'll play with her. I'll take all her clips out.
So happily going there.
He's like just straight up staring at.
Yeah, he likes the little ones. And I always think that when they think they're around the same age group, especially the primates, that's usually who they like look out for most. They're like, ooh. Yeah. And sometimes they want to be friends, and sometimes they want to be like, I'm the big kid. Kind of like kids, you know. You guys want to follow me this way?
That's cute.
Now right over here up top you are going to see Philip. Now Sir Philip is what we call a colobus monkey. He comes from the areas of Africa, specifically Kenya. Now these guys right here, sorry I'm just paying attention over there too.
No, you're good.
So him right here, he has that very big long tail. Now it's not prehensile like capuchins where they use it as another 5th limb. It's kind of more just for aesthetics, and it also gives him stability and balance as he is a very great jumper. Now one of the favorite things about these guys is their voice. So they basically don't ooh ah ah like normal monkeys. They kind of sound like a clock. So it's more like. Now when they get really mad, they kind of do what some people call a burp, a fart, or a sneeze. It kind of sounds like and then they start grunting really loud. It's kind of one of the calls that I can't replicate because it's just so unique, but it is very interesting. Now he often is nicknamed the skunk monkey because when we spin around you'll see his back. He is black and white like Pepe Le Pew, and he also sometimes can get a little steam. Himself, he is a professional A-grade stylist. He's very good. And he's the laziest primate you'll see in the zoo. He's always finding a comfy spot to split or to lay out. Alrighty guys, so right here for this enclosure, I just have one really important rule. So you can come up to the railing, but at no point put anything over, you'll see, or under. The reason for that is because Tessie finds it really funny to grab things, and she will not give it back, okay? So please be mindful of her space and yours as well. Now Tessie is around 10 years old. She is a little bit older than Kasem, but she is a white-handed gibbon just like him. She comes in brunette, Kasem is blonde, and then there'll be a blondish reddish shade. And there's what a show.
It's your birthday.
So what that is what we call whooping, or a whoop, because it sounds just like what it is. Whoop is their noise. Now the reason they do this is to socialize or communicate with each other. Gibbons live in big troops. Eventually Kasem and Tessie will be together, but Kasem just has to age a little bit more. Now these guys, the second reason they do it is, like I said, for love or mating. When they partner up, they actually do a love song or a duet together. The last one would be lost, ate, or help. So if they need anything, they could call out to their family, and their family could come to one of their own. Now I'm going to call out to see if she'll sing for me. Just give me a second to see if she'll respond. Tessie. Alright,
guys. Big round of applause for Jenny. Thank you so much.
And you too. Yeah, you do. We got packed.
Thank you. If you guys want to laugh, I've actually made Gibbons sing at other parks too, and then their zookeepers are always like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "How do you know that?" Alrighty, guys. If you want to follow me out over this way.
How old are they when they're considered complete adults?
Around, I want to say older than like 6, sometimes 7. It really depends on maturity level. Because Sam is a little, man, so we might give him a little bit longer than that. So 2 to 3 years before he's with us. Yeah, it kind of depends on, personality. Parents know best. Our kids over there. So right here we have 2 different species of capuchins. Right here we have the Brazilian tufted capuchins, and over there we have the wedge-cap capuchins. Now, capuchins can live to be about 50 to 60 years old. They can learn about 30 different vocalizations depending on what troops they're a part of. And when they reach full maturity, they can have the same mentality as a 5-year-old toddler. Now, I am going to introduce everyone because everyone has a bit of personality themselves. So right up here is Mr. Joey. Hi, Joey! Now, over here we have his right-hand lady. This is our alpha female, Miss Didi. Hello, Didi. Now over here you have her daughter, Miss Diana. I hope she was smiling at everyone when you guys arrived. That is her favorite thing to do. Now over here, I think I saw her down by the floor. Oh, yep, right there. That is Miss Angie. Angie is very, very shy. When you catch her attention, she wraps her tail around herself like, oh my God, you're making me blush. Stop. And then the last one, she's hanging around somewhere back there, kind of hiding from us at the moment. That would be Panchita. Panchita is the oldest capuchin in here, and she is about 45 years old. Yes, very, very old lady. 50 to 60 years old. And then if we move right next door, you're going to see the wedge caps. So the Brazilian tufteds, as you saw, they have a lot of expression on their face, but they're fluid. They almost smile. They move their eyebrows. So they're used in a lot of movies like The Hangover, The Night at the Museum, Dr. Dolittle, and we can keep going. Good job. Now these guys right here are the wedge cap capuchins. Now the wedge cap capuchins have more expression in their voice. They're often called the weeping capuchins because they often sound like they are crying. Now the oldest one in here is around 6 or 7 years old, so you can see the change in personality. Now right in front of you, you have burgundy and red, so male and female, and then there's 2 more females in here, red and indigo. They sometimes all sit there like the monkeys, like who are no evil, you know, the whole thing. Yeah, they sit lined up there.
He's an actor.
That is our new man right there. He is just, there's a lot of personality. I don't know if there's a lot of fox in there, but there's a lot of personality. And that's what counts, you know? Yeah, Burgundy out of Amsterdam is a little bit more hand-raised than the rest. Because Burgundy got a little bit of like a rash pending, so he came into the warehouse with us, so that's why we think he's a little bit more interactive now than the female. Yeah. And 2, he is a male, so he is a bit more confident in himself, you know? As you can see.
He's so cute.
He is very, very cute. He does have a lot of attitude though. When they get mad, they go. Yeah. Alrighty guys, if you want to follow me on over this way. Bye dude. Alrighty guys, so this right here is Cookie. Cookie is our kookaburra. He comes from Australia. Now please be careful with him. He is a carnivorous bird, which means he eats fish, lizards, frogs, rats, and mice, and fingers. So please do be careful. Now Cookie does sing a very, very special song. If you guys would like to film, I just ask that you do not repeat it after me, okay? Are you ready? Ready, Cooks? Good job. And that is why we call Cookie the laughing bird. Good job, folks. I don't have anything. Look. Look, empty. I'm sorry. Alright, you guys.
Take a finger.
I'm sorry? Yeah, he can totally fly. Yeah, he's just walking on the floor, yeah, because he wants to, but if he wants, he could be all over those trees and stuff. It really depends on him. Yeah, he just felt like being on the floor. He does that a lot because sometimes he drops his, like, if we give him worms instead of like actual like lizards or anything like that, he'll drop the worms on the floor in hopes that a lizard will come eat the worm, and then he takes. Yeah, and he does it a lot. Yes, he's gotten it to a T. So he's probably just reaping like his worms back, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat them. There's no lizards today. Yeah. So over here we usually have Boschkar, our tiger. It seems like he's taking a nap in the back. So we'll go ahead and see the females, because with Boschkar, an atomic bomb could go off and that guy's not coming forward. A tiger. Yeah, he's all the way in the back. Yeah, we do have a female version of him that she's usually out and about. He's usually sleeping, and when he is, I can't get him out, unfortunately. Alrighty guys, so from here to over there, please be mindful of how close you are getting to these cages. And the one rule I have is please no putting cameras or hands up to the enclosures. Now right in here is Lazy. Lazy is our American alligator. He's around 10 to 15 feet long, and hence his name. That's pretty much what he does all day long. Now these guys, being in Florida, the most question we get asked about them is what's the difference between gators and crocodiles, and it's that snout. So their snout is very U-shaped and very big. And if we come right here, hi, beautiful, beautiful girl.
Who's it? Oh.
Look at him.
We have our Cuban crocodiles right here. So this right here is Tsunami, and then
Jason, get your present.
Tsunami has poop on her head?
probably. Tornado's probably in the water or somewhere around there. I just can't spot him right now. But these guys are our Cuban crocodiles. Now the Cuban crocodiles are the smallest of the crocodilian species, being only about 7 to 8 feet long, but they are considered one of the most aggressive species. The reason for this is because the way they run, they gallop like horses.
Wow.
Now if you guys were wondering about Fred, the turtle, Fred is a friend. As long as we keep them well fed and all good, they won't bother Fred. But if a zombie apocalypse happens or something like that where they don't get fed, then Fred will become food, unfortunately. Happy birthday, I just read that. You're welcome. Alrighty guys, so right over here we have Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde are Asian small claw-footed otters. They are the smallest of the otter species. They are generalized carnivores, so they eat shrimp, oysters, mussels, clams, all have fun stuff, including chicken and red meat. But as well, my favorite thing about otters is that they are monogamous. So they mate till death do them part. Now if you want birthday girls, come here. And birthday girls. Oh, you too. Whoa! Alrighty, if you guys want to step back a little bit for me, thank you very much. So what we're going to do is you're going to let the otters pet you. So you don't get to pet them in a sense. So what you're going to do, so this hand, no hand, bend down, but don't touch. And then put your hand right here. And then you do, wait, come on, there you go. They like her dress. And then yeah, if you can squeeze in there, yeah. And there you go. They say happy birthday. They like your tutu.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for them. It's like they want us to take them out.
Oh no, the only reason they scream like that is because they're kind of like puppies. They just see me and they're like, food, attention, toys, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? If it was up to them, I would not do my job at all, and I'd be with them the whole day. Yeah, they're very, very sweet. Now in here we have our capybara, Miss Eve. She's hiding right there in the corner. If you give her a capybara, if you give her a few seconds, sometimes she'll come out. Now the capybara is, her name is Eve. She is the largest aquatic rodent in the world. Now this little girl here, she is only around 12 months old, so when they're fully grown they get about 60 to 80 pounds. And the males can get about 100 to 130 pounds when fully grown. Now she is an aquatic rodent. She does all her necessities in the water, including pee and poop. Hey. Oh, she's taking a nap. She's like, I ain't getting up. And then they do spend most of their time in the water as well. They can even swim underwater and dive. And sometimes they kind of bounce like hippos at the bottom kind of thing. It's very sweet. So this right here is Sarah. She is the female version of Boschkar over there. She's what we call a golden. Oh, watch out. Thank you, girl. That was actually right on me. She sprays out. Yeah.
she's more territory, right?
Yeah, basically it's a dominance thing. Most of the big cats can stay about 2 to 3 feet away from them. The males having a little bit more power than the females, I will tell you. So this is Sarah. She is our golden tiger. She is the biggest female in here. She is dominant at 430 pounds, and the female version of Boxcar over there. All the way in the back, you're going to see Miss Bindi. That is our royal white. She is the smallest of the females at 300 pounds. And then behind her, you're going to see like it looks like she's mirroring a shadow. That's actually another one that is Miss Zuki. She is our Snow White. She is the second biggest at 330 pounds and the biggest. If you're wondering what's the difference between a royal white and a Snow White, it's basically their lines. So if you see on Bindi, since she's a royal white, her lines are very dark and defined. They're very there. The other one, it's kind of like Sarah's color, and they're very like opaque. They almost like blend into her skin color, and that's what she would be considered a Snow White. Eye color sometimes can give you a difference too. Like Bindi has these piercing, icy blue eyes, and Zuki's back there are almost more bluish green in a sense. And then this one's over here, kind of like golden brown. Yeah, it matches their coat. Yeah. So 1, 2, and then 3 in the back.
There's 2 back there. There's 2 white ones. They look like,
When we spin around, you'll see the other white one back there. Alrighty guys, if you turn around right here, we have 2. They are cousins of the ostriches. Now we have 3 of them, Blue, Delta, and Echo. And if you guys stay real quiet, you'll be able to hear their call. They often sound like bongos or drums.
Y hay un pollito ahí.
No, you guys don't want to sing anymore? Yeah, over here we have our farm. These are not food. These are all friends. So in here, this is a new baby. She thinks she's part chicken, or she bullies the chickens 99% of the time, as you can see. This is meat and tofu. That's the king of this farm. All the kids are his, and that's one of his wives. That over there is Tito. Back there is his other wife, Mia. And then over there is Kush, Khaleesi, and then McFlurry somewhere running around. McFlurry. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Yes, Shaggy and Scoob. Because you saw Fred over there.
he said they're not food.
They're friends.
I'd be upset of it.
No, they're African pygmies. So they would be what the lions would and like painted dogs and stuff would eat out in Africa. But no, here they are. They're friends. They're not food.
Did you see him? Oh. Yeah.
So right here we have the wolves and the New Guinea singing dogs. The New Guinea singing dogs are the little smaller ones. They don't bark or howl. They sing at a very and then right here is Nigeria, and that is Ghost. They are the timber wolves. They're about a year old. Now, if you're wondering why 2 different species can be kept together, it's because pack mentality and hierarchy are very similar between these 2. And the way that they're basically made a family. So if we take out one, we have to take out all 4. Yeah, and if you're wondering who the dominant male is, it's the one on the left, Mr. Upton, the smaller one.
This one does howl, right?
Yes, the wolves do howl.
When we got here, they were.
Yeah. The wolves howl. The singing dogs, most people are talking howling, but trying to keep super strong. And the features.
¿Es funny? ¿Es funny? El macho no te deja de mirar.
¿De verdad?
Ponte a mirar. Cuando trata de virar la espalda te está mirando con el rabito de ojo así. ¿Me oíste cómo te mira?
Sí.
Y yo soy el que tengo la cámara.
No.
Así que él detecta que tú eres el peligro.
Sí.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Porque es más grande y más bueno. Es más grande y más fuerte.
Sí, claro.
Sí, pero este está más grande.
Este es más grande, pero
Sí,
aquel
sí.
estaba más cerca.
Oye, te equivocaste, este es más grande.
You can call them Black Panther or Black Panthera, which is just not labeling the species, more labeling the color of them.
It's
Now-
like their skin and their hair so
About 6% of their species comes out this way. It's a genetic mutation. He is in here with another jaguar. She's in the back in the AC room, so we're not going to be able to see her much. She's actually standard, so she's normal.
She's more
Yeah, she's what you think of when you think of jaguar. Now, these guys right here are the strongest out of all big cats. They can hunt on land, in the trees, and even in the water. They can hold their breath for about 2 to 3 minutes, and they can even see clearly underwater as well. As one of their favorite snacks to hunt are caimans, which are similar to like the human crocodiles.
So what would happen if, since she's a regular jaguar, what would happen if they were to have babies? Could they come mixed? Or?
Either way. No, so they're not going to mix patterns. It's one or the other. Because it's dominant and recessive. That all black is recessive. It's basically like that top coat that you see on the normal ones never came out. They didn't have enough pigmentation. Yeah, so then the standard would be the dominant. Now they have had 2 kids. Their first one came out all black, like him. And then their second one, which she was a girl.
When the sun hits it, you can actually see the...
Yeah, the rosettes, the spots. And then their second one was a son, and it was like her. So it always depends. Like Amber, her parents are Maya and Nadar, and they're the same combination. Yeah, but her mom is all black, and then her dad looks like Amber. So it always depends. Yeah, they can throw out whatever color. Alrighty, guys, if you want to follow me this way. Our Snow White. She's not locked in here. She's just the most introverted out of them all, so she prefers to be in here. Her eyes are red because Zuki has allergies all the time.
I feel your pain, girl.
Yeah. And since the cats always show like allergies, she actually did it like in a nice way, just around her eyes. Sometimes they can lose all their body hairs or in patches, kind of like alopecia in her friend. Yeah, so that's just permanent, but at least it's just around her eyes.
Yeah. She would do horrible in the actual wild.
Yes, pretty much. I don't know how she would do it.
I can give you and feed it to her.
With her dose, it's probably almost your whole box. So this right here is Kakatua. He is our citron cockatoo. He is one of the oldest animals here. He was actually the owner's first animal. He's around 55 years old. He does like to talk and sing a lot, but it's always depending on him. Now the reason we call him a citron cockatoo is because when you saw his feathers grow up, the beautiful orange was right there. Now he is bilingual. He does speak English and Spanish. I'll see if he wants to say something. But I'm usually not his best friend, so sometimes he talks, sometimes he
speaks Spanish?
Yeah, he speaks Spanish.
Hola!
Besitos, Kakatua.
Hola! Hola!
Wow.
Hola!
No,
mira,
he's
le gusta el
perched here.
español. Hola!
They like men. Ah? See? Ah.
Aló, no, aló inglés. Hola!
Ah.
Hola!
Can you say Kakatua? What's your name? Kakatua.
Ay,
Hey, baby.
Now he's laughing.
Hi. Can I get a Just a Kakatua? Completely fine, dude. I totally understand. Kakatua. Alright, guys. Whenever you're ready, you can say and you're going to see the black and white tufted lemurs.
They're so cute.
Now in here we have Miss Zoe and Mr. Maurice. Now lemurs only come from one region in the world, and that is Madagascar.
I like to
Now
move
the
it, move it.
females are in charge, not the males. They are a matriarchy, so your dominant female is right there, and it is Miss Zoe.
Like what we're turning into.
Now lemurs, they don't have lips, so when they use the swallow, they point their head up to the side to allow them Alrighty guys, if you want to come on this way. Pretty much. Alrighty guys, you guys can feel free to take a seat over here.
What's the name? Sorry.
His name is Rose.
By the way,
So we're gonna be able to see him if anything since they're excited tour. Just give him a space.
Come on. Jason. Yeah, I was like.